Hi, my name is Nicole Roth, and I am the Administrative Director for the Kentucky School for the Blind Charitable Foundation. I would like to welcome you to KSBCF's virtual Getaway Week. During this week, we're going to be celebrating how supporters like you have helped the Charitable Foundation continue in our mission of making a difference in the lives of children and families in Kentucky who are blind and visually impaired. Now, this pandemic has caused KSBCF to think differently and be flexible in how we operate. So we are bringing you a week's worth of fun events such as a cocktail and cooking video lessons, as well as give you some insight on what we do, how we've grown, and how your support helps the foundation. Before we get in our program, we want to thank our sponsors: the Eye Care Institute, Merrill Lynch Global Institutional Consulting, Todd Asset Management, Retina Associates of Kentucky, Kentucky Academy of Eye Physicians and Surgeons, LG&E and KU Foundation, John Kenyon, and Vision First. In this video, we are sharing with you how KSBCF and its dedicated volunteers responded to COVID. After you watch this, we hope you know the impact your support of the foundation has on the lives of students across Kentucky. We also hope that you share this with your family, friends, and colleagues so they too can learn how KSBCF makes a difference in the lives of students in Kentucky who are blind and visually impaired.
My name is Michelle Brown, and I'm the Executive Director of the Kentucky School for the Blind Charitable Foundation. The mission statement of the Kentucky School for the Blind Charitable Foundation is to improve the education, independence, and quality of life in those who are blind or visually impaired across the state of Kentucky. So in March, we found out about COVID, and just like everyone else, we were uncertain, to be honest, what to think, and realized that we needed to, first of all, cancel our gala that was scheduled for March 13th, 2020. We also realized that there were many families that are affiliated with Kentucky School for the Blind that needed food. When the kids are here on campus, they are receiving meals. So they're getting breakfast, lunch, and dinner, many of them. And we realized from folks over at Kentucky School for the Blind that these needs were not being met. A lot of the families, people had lost jobs, and we realized, okay, this was an opportunity for us to help in the community. So we started a food drive.
My name is Bo Mullins. I am the careers instructor at the Kentucky School for the Blind. I'm also an alumni of the Kentucky School for the Blind. I became involved in the School for the Blind's food drive because with COVID, we got told on Thursday that, all the kids were getting sent home on Friday, and we had basically 24 hours to get everything ready and to get them sent home. And at the time, we had a program called Blessings in a Backpack, and the person who normally does that program was out, and so they asked me to get everything ready for that. So I asked the Charitable Foundation that night for some money, and so they funded the first basically the first wave of the food that we sent home. And then as we found out the students would be gone the rest of the semester and they would be doing NTI from home, we wanted to keep the food drive going. And the Charitable Foundation gave me a call and said that they would be funding the food drive up through June. This is Jake. This is my seeing eye dog. He was instrumental in getting the food drive accomplished.
Hi, my name is Kirsten Price, and I am a teacher at the Kentucky School for the Blind. I was involved with the food drive through helping shop and helping pack and hand out boxes of food. Sometimes that meant delivering food boxes to families' homes. Sometimes that meant going out to the grocery store, going to Kroger, going to Sam's, making sure that we were able to get all of the groceries that we were aiming to send home to families.
I'm Connie Hill, low vision and O&M instructor at the Kentucky School for the Blind. My role was delivering food weekly out in the state starting March 28th through June 12th.
So we reached families throughout the whole state of Kentucky. So local people within an hour of Louisville were able to come and pick up their food here at Kentucky School for the Blind. But those who lived much further out or could not get in to pick up their food, the food was delivered by volunteers. Well, first of all, the Kentucky School for the Blind Charitable Foundation had never done a food drive before. So we had to quickly learn, okay, how do we do this? And I'll be honest with you, it was a great learning experience. We had some wonderful volunteers and we all came together and pretty much learned very, very fast, like, what do we need to do?
When COVID first hit, it was, a lot of the grocery stores were out of supplies. So we would go to one grocery store and they would have some of what we needed or, none of what we needed. But, so then we would have to, we had to go to multiple places to find everything we needed for that week to send home. And that was pretty much throughout the food drive. We were always going to different places to pick up the food.
With COVID and restrictions in the grocery store, us all being allowed to shop together.
There was often a limit to first who could go in the store. We all could not go in the store at once. Also a limit to the amount of food we could purchase. So, sometimes there'd be a limit of one item per customer. So we would have to go to multiple stores to get the food that we needed. It was very challenging, especially in the early days, because it was a challenge getting food. Luckily, we had some wonderful partners, including Paul's, and they were wonderful in getting us fresh produce and fruit and meat. We also partnered with Blue Dog Bakery, who provided bread for the families. Also 4 Pegs, which gave us eggs. The families really enjoyed that. And then also Sam's Club. We would go out to Sam's Club, Costco and Kroger, but Sam's Club did donate a gift card to us so that we were able to purchase even more items for the families.
I think what stands out the most is just how it kind of took a the Charitable Foundation's food drive, and it grew from, the Charitable Foundation's food drive to, everyone that we talked about, just they wanted to get involved, they wanted to help out. We had a stranger in a store once donate money just because they wanted to help out. How grateful the families were. It really stood out.
I think the thing that stands out to me the most from the food drive is getting feedback from the families about how beneficial that they found it to be, and also the camaraderie that was developed between myself, Nicole, Michelle, and Mr. Mullins.
There are 2 items that stick out to me the most. Number 1 was the call to action and the volunteers that did not think twice about helping us, working with us pretty much on the spot. And I cannot tell you how many trips we made to Costco, Sam's Club, Kroger, especially in the beginning, a lot of back and forth. One of the volunteers even got a flat tire when it was pouring rain.
A monsoon-like thunderstorm.
On a trip to Sam's Club, but still, kept helping us and moving forward. So that was number 1, that people really, really stepped up and helped us out. We had a lot of folks even volunteering boxes for us because we needed to have boxes to put all of the food in. Secondly, I would say the gratitude expressed by the families. They would send photos of, eating the food. They would send thank you texts. So you could tell that they were very appreciative, and it meant a lot to us as a foundation to know that, we could help, these individuals and families, especially during unprecedented times.
Thank you for watching, and stay tuned all week for more fun and insightful videos during KSBCF's Virtual Getaway Week. Also, the foundation will be hosting our annual golf scramble on September 24th at Covered Bridge. Registration is now open, and you can find out how to sign up on our website, ksbcf.org. Most of all, thank you for watching, and we hope you were moved by the story we shared. And if you can, please join me in making a contribution to support the foundation in our mission in making a difference in the lives of students who are blind and visually impaired. Thank you and take care.